HIV positive, and how does that diagnosis come about? All right, let's see, we'll go to here. Ready? And here's where your test questions are. First test question is, initial screening, of course, is an ELISA. When I say ELISA, you're thinking about a piece of plastic that has 96 wells in it, 96 well plate. So here's an ELISA. That's what we'll do first. If you end up getting two positive ELISAs in a row, sometimes they'll follow up with a Western blot, sometimes they'll follow up with a Northern blot, but do you agree that these blots are much more time consuming? Other places won't do blots anymore. They'll just follow up with genetic sequencing. But the ELISA is the first test. It's the one that you can test 96 people all simultaneously. So that's being HIV positive. Having an AIDS diagnosis is the following. This is made when a person has to meet the following criteria. Number one, they've got to be HIV positive, right? So positive for the virus. And number two, they have to fall into any one of these three categories. The first category is having a CD4. When I say CD4, what type of cell comes to mind?
T helper cell.
CD4 cell count of fewer than 200 cells per microliter of their blood. So when their CD4 count goes down considerably, and they're HIV positive, now they're considered an AIDS patient. All right. Or they're HIV positive and their CD4 cells account for fewer than 14% of all the lymphocytes that they have. You guys remember all of the lymphocytes that you have?
Yes. Neutrophils, bases.
Never let. CD4 cells, which are the T helper cells, they are less than 14% of all your lymphocytes. What are the two types of lymphocytes we have then? B cells and
T cells.
T cells. There you go. Or they can experience one or more of the CDC provided list of AIDS-defining illnesses. Can you name three of those?
Pneumonia.
What type of pneumonia? Pneumocystis pneumonia. So that's going to be on your exam. What else? Tuberculosis, yes. What else? Kaposi's sarcoma. So if they're HIV positive and they have one of those three illnesses, they're considered an AIDS patient. Or if they have a T cell count that gets very low according to these guidelines, they're now an AIDS patient versus just being HIV positive. Does all that make sense? You weren't here when I put this up. You're writing this down? Right? Sorry?